Hello, it's Jen Bengal here from Out of This World Literacy. In the previous episode, I talked a little bit about planting seeds in the writer's notebooks. I shared ideas for getting kids writing by making lists. If you didn't catch that episode with a lesson for launching the writer's workshop, I encourage you to go back and take a listen. I love teaching writing, but this wasn't always the case. Back in my earlier years of teaching, I knew I needed to teach writing, but I had no idea where to even begin. The thought of teaching writing became so overwhelming that I just didn't even start. It wasn't until I was working on my master's degree that I began trying out some of the writing ideas I was learning with my third grade class. One of the things I did was play around with different ways to get students to plant seeds inside a writer's notebook. This felt doable and much less overwhelming than trying to get students to go through the entire writing process. So together we practiced writing. We tried out lots of different ways to plant little writing seeds. Today I'm going to walk you through 4 of my favorite ways you can practice writing with your students by planting seeds in notebooks. The first idea I already talked about in the last episode, and it's to make lists. Circle one thing on the list and to write more about it. You can come up with all sorts of different topics to make lists about, and the kids will be great at helping you with these topic ideas. Idea number 2 is to have your young writers copy a great line from a book they're reading and create a short story about it. To model this, choose a line from a mentor text you have read together as a class. So as a class, create your own story from that line in a shared writing experience. Invite students to help you write. As they are sharing, add to the story by writing on the class anchor chart. Then tell them that today in writing, they are going to pick their own line from a book and write about it. Tell them not to worry much about spelling, but to focus on getting all of their thinking down. We're not worried about conventions that much when we plant seeds, and not all seeds need to grow. This is meant to practice writing, explore ideas, and build our writing stamina. Idea number 3 is to sketch a character or setting from a book and then make a list of traits and thoughts about the character or setting. Again, you can model this as a class with a mentor text and a shared writing experience before having students try this independently. This is a great strategy for trying in the reading, writing connection and connecting this, helping kids get started with their writing ideas. I always encourage them to choose a character or setting they make a strong connection with so that they can have a lot to say about it. The more detail in the sketch, the better. Idea number 4 is to have students bring a picture or pictures from home that are important to them. Glue them into their writer's notebooks and write about them, either by making a list or writing in paragraph form. It can be a picture of their family, their bedroom, a favorite place, a vacation, or anything really. To model this, you can glue a picture that's important to you in your own writer's notebook and write about it ahead of time. Then share your seed with students. You can also bring in magazines that students can cut out images from to write about. Not only is this a great way to practice writing stamina, it will help you as a teacher notice the types of things your students are interested in and like to write about. You are beginning to notice each student's writing territory. It's been my pleasure chatting with you today. I hope you can use some of these writing seed ideas. If you are feeling overwhelmed with teaching writing like I used to feel, I encourage you to just try out 1 or 2 ideas and don't feel like you have to turn every single writing entry into a polished writing masterpiece. As long as you are giving students an opportunity to play with writing, find their writing voice, and build their stamina, you're doing great. Know that I am the biggest fan of the work that you and your students are doing in the classroom. If you'd like more teaching tips, you can check out outofthisworldliteracy.com. To learn about a course available that will help you teach writing, visit jenbengalcourses.com. Until next time, you've got this.